Absolutely. Season 2, episode number 26. I don't know if you caught this, but last week I put 24.
No, last week was
Last week was
I'm
25.
I'm not doing math with you.
Last week was 25, but I doubled up on 24.
Oh, okay. Not a boy.
So, yeah. I don't know what the hell happened when I was making the post. I guess it just saved the previous weeks instead of. I probably just hit cancel instead of save, in all honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
How the hell are you, Dwayne?
I'm good. How in the hell are you, Colton?
Couldn't be better, buddy.
Got a couple of things I got to get off my chest first.
All right, let's hear it.
Kayla, I will say this. Where is Gerald, you ask? It's called the Karma Bull got him. And I'll leave it at that.
Karma's a bitch.
Karma's a bitch. And Mr. Colton.
Mr. D. Wayne.
Whether a person butt dials you or calls you directly and you say, I can't talk right now because I'm driving, and another guy's on the phone, and then you do a post, out at the golf course today. I know what happened.
Well, man, you got to get those swings in while you can. And middle of April, plus 20, a guy's going golfing.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you, but just be upfront about it.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get busted.
Oh, yeah, because I am the work police.
Yeah, that's right.
I do have your bosses on speed dial, right? Like,
well, I figured you might.
There they are, right there. No, I don't.
Okay. Well, the next time I'll just tell you I'm at the golf course.
Oh, okay. Just even if you're lying, just say I'm golfing.
That's a pretty fair excuse, right?
Oh, it's a damn good excuse. Use it as much as possible.
Yep, 100%, man. So you hit the driving range there, hey?
I did. I hit the driving range yesterday. And hit a large bucket of balls, and I was able to walk away. Hello, Grandma Peggy. And I was able to walk away. I was able to go to sleep at night and wake up the following morning and not have to use my walker to get out of bed. So we're all good.
That is a win. But you know what they say, the second day is the worst, right?
What?
Like, as far as pain goes, when you exert, yourself, the second day is always the worst.
You can just stop talking now.
I'm only saying because today is my second day, and my God, I am
the pain is worse.
Oh yeah.
Or the second day is worse than the first.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it keeps going.
Only it's a better hurt, right? You feel like, yeah, shit, yeah, I accomplished something. But my God, my back, my arms, my legs, I didn't realize I was that out. I know I'm out of shape, but
next thing you know, we'll be starting to sing a country song.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a dog to run away, so.
The dog ran away, the truck broke down, my bones hurt, my bones ache, so I had to have a tequila. There's a new song that we can send out to Sugar and Spice, and they can use all those terms.
There we go. I'm sure they knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I see your dad's on there, and your mom's watching. Yes, I finished my push-ups because of the embarrassment called last Saturday.
Yeah, I was just too embarrassed to post.
Yeah, I just didn't want to talk about it.
To be fair, though.
To be fair.
They made the game right after the Colby Cave Memorial. I mean, that's pretty brutal. Like, anybody's going to be not in the right headspace after that.
No, exactly.
And even McDavid said, like, I'm not making excuses, but come on.
Well, I mean, and the thing was too is I understand they're getting paid millions to do a job, but I mean, anytime that you have a memorial, and yes, I know that he passed away last year, but still, a memorial is a memorial, and it's gonna take a lot out of you. Doesn't matter when it is, and you're not, like you say, you're not in the right headspace when it comes to doing anything after. I guarantee it.
100%.
But hey, I mean, I understand it. I get it. They had to play the game. They had to get it in because, again, they were off for another week, right? Because of that. Oh,
but they came back swinging.
1 in a row. Tracy, I just wanted to feel like what it's to be like a Calgary Flame fan. I have nothing but excuses.
Boom.
Our coach sucked. Our goaltending sucked. Our team sucked. We can't even beat the Red Deer Rebels.
So I just heard on Hockey Night in Canada here today that if they are, like, as far as playoffs go, the Canadian teams are going to be playing down in the States because there's too much COVID in Canada.
Yep. That's a trick, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, we should do some rules.
We do those rules. Loophole.
So rule number 1, you cannot say, "Oh, really?" Because if you do, that's a drink.
You cannot say absolutely. You're not to drink. And the third rule is no negativity talk whatsoever. Colton's already drank for that one, but I'll drink for it again whatsoever.
And last but not least, you cannot touch your face. Because if you do, that's a drink.
That's a drink.
Just a hardcore ass whooping.
Just a hardcore. Who does your father cheer for?
He's a Detroit fan, hey? So he's pretty quiet these days. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Frank, I will say this. I have never met you, but I feel your pain.
You know what he always says? He's like, yeah, well, to be fair, they're going through a rebuilding year. I'm like, man, the Oilers have been going through a rebuilding year for the past 12.
Hello, my friend Ron. Too bad I'm in a dry camp.
There it is, yeah. We are rebuilding, he says.
A 10-year rebuild, a 12-year rebuild, or a 15-year rebuild? Which one is it?
Yeah, because it ain't going to be, 1 year, 2 year. It's a rebuild, length. El Grande, not
El Grande. El Grande.
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor. See, I can speak languages.
How many languages can you speak, Dwayne?
1.
Uno?
And I don't do a very good job at that.
You imagine doing math in another language?
Oh, Lord. No. I'd be like singing Cinco de Mayo. And those aren't even numbers.
I can see the words, and I know they're words, but I can't say them.
Nope.
25 years of straight playoffs gets hard. Needed to take a reset.
Wow. Really? You're like every Montreal Canadian fan out there. We have 23 cups. We all won them in the 60s and the 70s, but who cares? They're 23.
Well, who's not getting the cup this year is COVID. The Canucks, not the Vancouver COVID. The Vancouver Canucks.
Too soon.
Sorry. Is it too soon?
Too soon. Gotta say too soon.
Yeah, it was weird. Not all week not playing, You just want to watch those Oilers play, but
yeah. And then it's hard. They're on for the, again, I'm a true blue Oiler fan, but then I'm watching a game and it's like, I'm not really into watching this. Oh, let's watch something else. A lot of tunnel flipping going back and forth. It's like,
oh yeah.
Where if they play 2 or 3 games a week, get on the minute, let's go. Right? You're all pumped up and ready to go, right? It's like, wow.
Oh, there you go, Dwayne.
Yeah, that's not important. Nobody cares.
You're sounding like a real Canadian fan over there, Nick.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
Proven.
Yeah, they're the Canadian fans are the Montreal Canadian fans are the guys that'll bring out every stat sheet and say, "Well, see this when he's got this much ice time, this is what he scored." Like, I mean, they break it down. Those are the true Montreal Canadian fans, right? Yeah,
statisticians.
Sometimes they just need to take long walk off of short piers. And yes, Nick, everybody likes every other team other than the Leafs.
Amen.
So, any interesting stories for the week there, Mr. Colton? Anything interesting happened to you this week?
You know what? I met a really cool fella from Dawson Creek that owns a sailboat down in Guatemala, and him and his wife go sailing all the time down there. They live on their catamaran sailboat, and they just tour around the Caribbean. And really? My God, did that sound like a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah. We talked about sailing for a lot of hours. And my big question is, you're living in Dawson Creek. How the hell do you become a sailor?
Yeah. Did you learn going down the rivers?
Right? No, I guess when he was on an all-inclusive vacation, they had like a little single sailboat.
Yeah.
So he's ripping up and down the beach on this little single sailboat and just kind of fell in love.
Really? Sailboat on the beach? Are you kidding?
So he was ripping along the beach.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. My geography is not good either.
Geography, we're really screwed.
Yeah. That's why I resorted to making podcasts, because you don't need to know anything.
I know we don't need to know them, but we keep bringing them up, so I'm thinking that we need to know them.
I guess.
Our goal for next week is to have a geography and math class.
Oh, that'll be a hoot.
There will be, well, you could do that too if you want, but there will be homework and tests.
I'm out, man. I thought I got away from that shit.
Look, I could do the dry February, but if you're talking me doing homework and math tests, I'm out. That's where you draw the line.
Big gulps, hey? Well, see you later.
I'm out. Mic drop.
But yeah, so I guess he did that, and then he went, man, I really love sailing. I'd love to rent a sailboat. So in order to rent the sailboat, you have to get certified. So he flew down to the Caribbean and took a week-long course on how to become a sailor. Yeah. And then him and his wife would rent sailboats.
Yeah.
And did that for about 10 years until they figured out what kind of boat they wanted. And then they bought a boat, and now they're just loving it. Sailing around the Caribbean, just living the dream, man.
Are they now spending 6 months in a leaky boat?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
So I think you need to tell the story there, Colton, since you got the info. All
right. Well, I don't have a whole lot. Gerald is loopy, as he says. He hurt his knee. So unfortunately, I'm guessing he's probably not golfing tomorrow, is my bet. Which that's got to suck. Because, I mean, it's the beginning of the season, man. I did some math, and it looks like I've got about 30 weeks of golf this season, potentially. Really? That counts up to the end of September.
Wow.
That's a big season, man.
That's a big season.
Break dancing.
How many break dancing again?
Well, he was breaking something.
Yep.
No, we wish you a speedy recovery, bud.
I thought for sure I felt the earth move. So maybe it wasn't me this time.
Man, I have a ridiculous story that goes right along with that comment.
Have at her.
So the one earthquake that I felt in my entire life, it was like aftershocks or whatever. Yeah. We were in a theater and we felt a little shake. And so we turn around and there's this massive lady walking down the aisle. And we both, I can't remember who I was with, but we both like just burst out laughing. Like, how in the hell did she pull that off? We fully thought that it was her walking down the aisle. And then after we got to the theater, we heard, oh, no. There was a fucking earthquake.
Leave it to you for the first direction to go to.
Hey, walk lighter.
Excuse me, you're making the screen shake.
Dad, that's a good point. The knee is a long way from his mouth. Yeah. Well, he said he's on some pain meds, so he said he's loopy. And I said, well, that'll be fun. He's like, no, I don't think I can do it. He said he's in a lot of pain, so that
hey, totally understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Get better, Gerald.
Well, if he's loopy, he should be on here. He would maybe be funny then. Oh. Shots fired. Gerald, we're all wishing for a speedy recovery, fella.
Speedy recovery. I'm just going to have a drink now.
Hopefully you get well. So right along that topic of an embarrassing injury, I still have no idea how this happened. I'm assuming it's embarrassing based on him not wanting to talk about it.
Possibly, yeah.
So my big question of the day to you, Dwayne, is what was your most embarrassing injury?
Ooh, I have so many of them. I have so many of them. But the first one that popped in my head as soon as I seen that question was my walking accident last year. When I was exercising. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys all felt the earthquake that day. And I fell. I was way heavier than what I am now. And I thought for sure that I was going to have to call an ambulance to come and pick my ass up because I was having a hard time getting back up because my knees weren't working. But yeah, that was probably one of the most embarrassing injuries that I've had. Banged up my knee, cut my hand up. Yeah, it was a little ugly. And you, Colton, I'm sure you got quite a few.
Oh my God, man. I could spend the rest of this show telling stories about it.
Okay, we just need one.
Yeah. Well, let's go to Chris. Said he fell skateboarding once. Only once?
Only once?
I don't believe that.
My question to that would that be on the behind, on the knee, or on the head?
My guess is the elbow. Chris always had a swollen elbow. He used to call it.
They have padding for those kind of things, right?
No, then you get a bad tan, right?
Oh, okay. That was just a different golfer's tan. That's all.
Yeah, kind of a backwards farmer's tan.
Yeah, exactly. I will say this. I'll add to that story that one of my buddies, he's one of my good friends. I told him the story and what happened, and he's like, oh, then he brought over some hockey shin pads for me to wear the next time I went walking. In case I decided to fall again.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Warren wrecked his back doing dishes once.
I know that. Warren, I understand that because it's hard putting them in the dishwasher. That's why I just put them in the sink.
It's a lot less bending, eh?
Oh yeah, it's like bend it down. No, just this is much easier.
Yeah, Chris, I think I've hit a few people in the face with my throw. Because like most people throw a frisbee like this, right?
Yeah.
Well, I learned to throw the frisbee like this. Like I hold it here.
Is that because you played frisbee golf?
No, that was from Ultimate Frisbee. I went to an Ultimate Frisbee in Vernon, and everybody was just like throwing the biggest throws like this.
Yeah, because they can throw them longer that way.
What's that?
That's because they can throw them farther that way.
Exactly. So I needed to learn how to do that, and I learned that weekend, and been throwing frisbees like that ever since, wrecking people's faces, you know.
But I mean, when you throw them at people, don't they have hands to?
Well, you expect to just like catch it, right? Like you just catch the frisbee, but if it's spinning this way, when you hit it, it goes out, right? Instead of coming into your fingers, it goes out.
Isn't that like hand-eye coordination?
Yeah. I guess skateboarders don't have that, eh?
That is why they're still falling.
Warren says, "Oh, you have one of those magic sinks. You put the dishes in there and they get clean and end up in the cupboard? Kind of like a magic laundry corner."
Yeah. I'm the magic laundry corner, and I do have a magic sink cleaner.
That's awesome.
Is that the best way to put that without me getting into trouble? I know I'm not going to get into trouble with the CRTC tonight because she's not listening. She's out and about, so I'm pretty free that way, I'm thinking. I just won't play the show for her later.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it wasn't a good one. You wouldn't like it.
It was bored. Gerald wasn't on, so it wasn't any good.
Yeah, Nick, that's a good point, buddy. Usually with Beersby, hand-eye is a little off.
Oh,
that
can happen also with beer pong.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think the injuries are a little less severe with beer pong, though. Unless you're playing like the full contact beer pong. Those guys are mental.
Yeah.
Like, no, if the ball goes off the table, then you got to get it no matter what. Whoever gets it gets to throw it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I don't really want to break any bones today. Let's just not.
Have you ever played a game called, and I'm hoping I'm saying this right, but this is possibly for the older crowd. It's called Spoons. That's what I call it.
I've heard of Spoons.
Where you got a spoons, it's like a card game. Don't ask me for the rules because I don't remember it. I just know that it's a card game. And once you get rid of all your cards, you grab your spoon. Well, of course, you got to play it when you're drunk. You don't play it when you're sober because that's just no fun. You got to play drunk games, and that's a drunk game. And I'm pretty sure back in the days of my 20s and 30s, we broke many a table playing spoons.
That sounds like a serious game.
Oh, yeah. It's like where you're going in, you're grabbing your spoon, but you're swiping those rest of them so they go flying off the freaking table. People are sliding across tables.
Looks like Dad's played spoons.
Yep. He knows.
Oh, Chris has played spoons. How many tables did you break?
Waiting for the plane back. I loved it. It was a great game.
What about beer darts? You ever play little beer darts?
Was that the same as normal darts?
No. So beer darts, you have a full can and you set it on the ground in between your feet, and you're sitting in a lawn chair, and then you got a circle of people all have the same thing.
Yeah.
And then you throw a dart at the other people's beer, and if you get it, then they have to shotgun the beer.
What if you miss and it goes in the foot?
Then you pull it out and throw it.
Call an ambulance?
No, you go, dude, you got a dart in your foot.
That has redneck all over it.
Oh, it's amazing. The first time my mom seen us playing that game, she went, "What in the hell are you guys doing?" Mom, it's beer darts. That's what you do.
You should be doing that with lawn darts.
Well, lawn darts can't puncture, can they?
Well, if you go back to the olden days, the old style ones, yep, they could. That's why they don't make them with the pointy ends on them anymore. The pointy
Oh my
steel ends.
God. I totally forgot about that story. We were at
Sounds like an injury.
we were at Ian Hill's place years ago, and I think I just wolfed down some McDonald's, just got to the party, and then had to shotgun a beer, and then okay, now we're playing this beer dart game where you're throwing darts, and then I don't know what the rules were. If you get X amount, then you give that many drinks away. Needless to say, I only had like 3 beer, but it was just so fast and right on top of that McDonald's. So I was going to grab my darts and it just came out. Yeah, I was real popular at that
You
point.
should be kicked out of the circle, that's for sure. Yes, Ron, we do have to try that at the campground. Most definitely. Picnic table, I think, can withstand plain spoons up there. I'm thinking.
I feel like he's talking about beer darts.
Oh, I want to play spoons. No, I don't want to throw darts at people. I am a bad aim.
You get better because if you flip,
you think you get better.
I know I get better. I haven't hit a single person. Not a single one. I haven't hit a single person.
Nope.
No, Chris, I'm glad you did, man. That was hilarious. I totally forgot about that.
The only reason you got better, you thought you got better at it, is because everybody didn't even want to go near you anymore because there was puke all over in front of you. Oh.
Okay, the puking one was a different game than what I'm talking about.
Sure it was.
Oh man, I can't wait to go do some camping and playing some games again. Play a little.
I was actually up. I was actually up at our trailer on Friday, just checking things out, and I wasn't feeling like real rah, let's go kind of thing when I was going there and stuff like that. Like I always kind of get like that at the beginning of the year. I'm not 100% into it. But yeah, as soon as I got in there, like 19 outside, stood outside my trailer and went, yeah, okay, I'm looking forward to this. Look over, oh, my friend's trailer, yeah, I'm looking forward. Oh, my other friend's trailer is over there, yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, now I'm looking forward to it.
What's usually your game of choice when you're out camping?
Let's see who can be the last one up on a Friday night. I win.
So you don't play a whole lot of games then?
Not usually. It's called Throw Another Log on the Fire.
That's a good one.
It's also called Turn Dwayne's Volume Down. Yep. Dwayne's gone on a walkabout. Can somebody please go find him? Dwayne's not annoying the neighbors. Please go stop him.
Oh my God, Dwayne! I feel like you're my big brother.
You come out camping with me, Colt, and I'll show you the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's nice. I know that I bought Norma a game for Christmas that she wanted. It's called Base Camp, and it's a bunch of playing cards, and they just have questions on them. It's just question starters for around the campfire and stuff like that. Funny stories or things like that, right? Like kind of what we do. But it's we're looking forward to it, actually. Sitting around the fire and just, not watching Dwayne. And wondering what is he going to do next.
And for my next trick, I'm going to put another log on the fire.
Yeah, watch it.
Oh, shoot. That was the gas.
Yeah, whoops, wrong one.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to get playing some beanbag. If you're American, they call it cornhole. We don't call that up here. We call it beanbag. And a little goofy golf. What's another one? Washers. I got to build a little washer board. If anyone knows where I can get a good washer board, that'd be sweet.
Amazon.
No, they've just got plastic shit ones. Like I want like wooden with like the PVC tube in the middle. Yeah, but I don't have time. Ain't nobody got time for that, you know?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. What's a cornhole?
I'm not going there. You're on your own, Warren. Look it up. Google it. And don't be afraid of what shows up. Just embrace it.
Last night we were talking about dumb things that we've Googled, and my buddy Doug said they were talking about in Ontario they have bagged milk.
Yeah.
So he wanted to see if they had that in Alberta. So he Googled Alberta milk bags.
Oh my God. I can just imagine what popped up on the screen.
Yeah, it wasn't bags of milk.
I'm thinking that. Yeah, Chris, I agree with you there too. We do have a ladder game. Like we do have the ladder game in our trailer too that we put out there and stuff like that. I have played the washer games at camp, and there are other people's. It's not stuff that I have myself, but we played washers. We were talking about getting a golf thing to do a chipping contest and stuff like that into the golf nets and stuff like that. But I mean, like when I go up there, to be totally honest with you, I'm going up on a Friday and I just want to put my feet up, get my drink on, and just forget about my week.
That's fair.
Right? It's, I mean, during the day and stuff like that, I might, if somebody's doing something, I might go and join them kind of thing. But other than that, I just want to sit back and relax in the sun and just take the world off my shoulders, so to speak.
Yeah,
right?
That's totally fair, man. I hear you. I like playing games. I don't know, it's fun. I've played some pretty insane games of bocce. We this last summer we were up at my cousin's wedding in Taylor.
Yeah.
And it was in the afternoon, but we got there early in the morning. So we decided, well, let's kill some time. Let's play a little game of bocce. Well, things went sideways, and bocce balls got broken, and we put on some serious miles, though, man.
Wow, you were shot putting a little white one, weren't you?
It started out as a, and then it turned into a.
Yeah, I can feel that. It's like, no, let's see who can throw it further. Right?
Yeah. No, that's a fun game though. Little bocce.
Little bocce?
Little bocce ball.
Little bocce or hibachi?
What's hibachi?
Hibachi is a grill, dude. It's a little grill. It's about like this big by about like this big, and it's got a little propane bottle on it. And
sounds like I need a hibachi while I'm playing bocce.
You gotta have a hibachi to play the bocce.
See that? Sriracha?
Yeah, with a little bit of sriracha.
Chris, the golf game was good, man. It was so it was only 9 holes that are open over at Bear Creek, and it's walking only. All of the bunkers are full of water, so they're natural water hazards, free drop. And all of the ponds are full of ice, so they're icebergs.
All right.
You hit right off the iceberg and it bounces and it's golden. I think the round we only got 9 holes in, which I'm glad there was only 9 open because I am freaking sore today. But I got a 53. Braden got a 59. But we both had a hole that was 10. So that's going to kick you.
Yeah.
Once I got over that on the second hole, then it was just basically bogeys all the way across. Which
that's going to kick you right in the huevos rancheros.
Si, senor. Mucho.
So I did send you a video of my golf swing from yesterday.
I seen that, man. That's a hell of a swing.
Still working on it. It's a work in progress.
Oh yeah, we all are, man. What's your average round that you get?
When I was golfing a lot, and which would have been probably 4 or 5 years ago, I was between 80 and the low 90s is where my golf game was. Since I've had to deal with some injuries and stuff like that, my game, it's gone up. But I'm usually around that. Right now, I'm around the high 90s. Sometimes depending on the course to the low 100s, depending. But like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of injuries the last 2 years, so this is probably the best that I've felt in about 3 years going into the spring. So knock on wood. That the injuries stay away. Like the back is, working really hard on my back and my shoulders and my hips and everything like that. So
you're bound for a comeback.
I'm shooting for a comeback. So I'm doing this. I'm playing my first round of 18 on Tuesday. I'm deciding whether I'm walking or if I'm going to ride a cart.
I don't know if you're going to have a choice, are you?
Yeah, in Millwoods we can walk or we can ride. It doesn't matter. It dries out pretty quick on the Millwoods course here in the city because it's pretty flat. So it's and it's wind, like the wind dries it out real quick.
Oh yeah.
So I have to decide that probably Tuesday afternoon what I'm gonna do. Probably more than likely ride just because it's gonna be my first round. And then get myself ready for my trip at the end of the month.
That's awesome.
Going into Southern Alberta.
Oh, that's super cool, man. I can't wait to golf a whole 18. You know what? Walking and golfing is a completely different game than riding and golfing. Yeah. I only had one beer and I had a Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm driving a cart, that's a different conversation. Keith Please is being called.
Well, what they say is when you're walking, if you had a bad shot, by the time you walk up to the ball to take your next shot, you've already forgot about the last shot. If you're driving, well, you're getting to your next shot quicker, and that shot's still in the back of your head.
That's a good point.
Right? It's still there as you're getting ready to hit. Oh, I really hope I don't hit the powder like I did. And next thing you know, you're shanking it or you're hooking it or you're doing whatever, right? But yeah, I find that if I walk, I have a better game walking.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
I get tired, but I have a better game.
Yeah. Right? It's funny because when we were walking, my brother's like, "Man, my calves are burning." I'm like, really? My legs feel fine. Yeah, joke's on me.
Oh, you remember at the beginning of the show when we said karma is what?
Yeah, a real bitch.
I've looked karma in the eye once in a while.
Where in the world is Carmen these days?
Huh?
Where in the world is Carmen these days?
Yeah. Oh, sitting outside my door waiting for me to yip off again.
Well, I guess to get back to your question, oh, look at this guy.
I'm wasted. He's playing the game right along with us. Good job, Gerald. Good job.
Well, we wish you a speedy recovery, bud.
No pain.
No pain, no gain, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Gerald, I'm assuming you're not golfing on Sunday?
What's that?
Yeah. I said, Gerald, I'm assuming you're not golfing on Sunday. That's my guess. My shot.
You guys have planned a golf round, did you?
No, he had something. He's been talking about it. I think he commented on my post he was going on Sunday. Nope, he says. So, well, speaking of embarrassing injuries,
yeah.
So I decided to pick my one of my embarrassing injuries, not industries.
Injuries?
I remember this goes back to playing Frisbee. When I was in college, we were throwing Frisbee by the dorms, I guess. And I decided I'd be cool and jump up and catch it between my legs. And so and I caught it, that was no big deal, but I guess I forgot where I was in the air. And so I landed and jarred my fingers into the grass. And then my whole hand is like tingling, my arm is tingling. And then I'm dancing around like an idiot, like trying to shake it off. Everyone's like, "What are you doing, man?" Like, I don't know. I was trying to be cool. Like, yeah, you can't win them all.
So I just had a story pop in my head. I can beat that. Christopher was talking about skateboarding stories. I got a skateboarding story. So you know the hill beside the Peace River High School?
Oh, yeah.
And you know how steep it is.
Pretty steep.
So now you have to imagine me at the age of 16.
Okay.
And I was on a skateboard. So it was those really little skinny, like pointed at the point, a little thing at the back end, and the most ancient of wheels on a skateboard that you've ever seen in your whole entire life.
Were they urethane?
Yes.
Sweet.
Well, like, are you talking like rubber? Or are you talking like the plastic?
Like urethane. It's like I don't know. It's different. It's like pretty malleable.
Yeah, no,
not malleable at all.
These weren't that. So I got dared to skateboard down the hill and without crashing.
Dun, 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 super dad!
I'm like, hells yeah, I can do that. So at least I didn't have to do it from the top of the hill where you drive in to go to the high school. There's the stairs. I don't know if there's stairs still there now, but there was a set of stairs that was halfway down the hill. They said from here down to the bottom. And as you know, at the bottom, there's a road that goes by.
Oh, no.
There's a hill and then there's a road. Then I got the whole high school out there because, I mean, you say you accept the challenge and it like spread like wildfire. So the whole school's out on the hills and down on the stairs and down the sidewalk. And away I go. I have never skateboarded. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I've never skateboarded in my life. Ever.
Come on, that was the first time you got on a skateboard?
First time I ever got on a skateboard. But I was a kid that, the old wooden toboggans and stuff like that. We had a fair-sized hill in our backyard that I would hop on that. I started snowboarding before snowboarding was cool. Because I'd hop on the old toboggan stand and not even hanging on the rope going down the hill, no problem at all. I was fearless. Like, I didn't really give a shit. So I hop on this skateboard. And most people, when they're going down a hill, would go side to side.
Fucking wow.
I hopped on this skateboard and I was flying. And now I'm getting close to the end of the road where the two roads are going to meet. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this isn't going to be good at all. I started thinking, hey, a car might be coming. So I thought, okay, I'm near the bottom, and I really didn't realize how fast I was really going. So I decided to jump off the skateboard.
And tuck and roll or like run it out?
Stop.
That's a different decision, man.
Down the hill, jump off, land the 2 feet on the ground, thinking, yeah, I hadn't taken physics yet in school, so I had no clue.
Here's another subject we're great at, eh?
Yeah, physics. That MC squared or whatever it's called. It was like somebody came up. It was like karma came up behind me, put his big foot in the square of my back and just went, hey, and kicked my ass over.
Oh my God. You know, if that was in today's time, that would be all over the internet, and you would probably be on Ridiculous right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we would all just be laughing.
So I jumped up after I cried. I hit my head, smoked my head onto the pavement, rolled, jumped up, skateboard kept going. It hit the ditch. I didn't even go back to the school, man. By the time I decided to walk downtown to phone my mom, I walked downtown. I had a lump that was that big around right here over my eye, covering my eye. I was walking downtown. I was like this, looking at a soul.
Oh,
this thing was. I look like. Have you seen the movie The Elephant Man?
I haven't.
Okay, well, I look like the Elephant Man. I phoned my mom, and my mom said, "Get your ass back to school. You're a dumbass."
So how much fun was that afternoon? Or did you skip?
I skipped. I did not go back to school. The hell with that.
Can you pick me up? Nope, get back to school. All right, I'll walk.
You're a dumbass.
Man, I had a big lump like that because I used to rollerblade to school when I was going to Kateri. And I was rollerblading to school with a buddy, and we found this massive, like this big rubber ball. So like, sweet. So we're like bouncing it, playing with it, like throwing it back and forth. And we get to school, we bring this in with us. And then one of the older kids decides to steal our ball.
Oh.
And we weren't happy. They took our ball. So I was at my locker, and it was a full locker, full length.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing at my locker, and I could see out of the corner of my eye that the guy that stole the ball is walking by. So I reached my foot back to kick the ball, and I kicked him right in the junk.
Hey, kicked him in the ding ding.
So he immediately turned and booted the bottom of my locker, and so the door swung and smashed me in the side of the face. And so, boom, I got this huge goose egg. And unfortunately, a teacher was standing right there when the whole thing went down. So then he ended up getting suspended. And I got to go home and help mom and grandma with their garage sale.
You didn't get grounded?
No, I didn't get grounded. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Did you ever get suspended out of school?
No,
and if you did, what was the quickest?
What was the quickest?
Like quickest timeline? Was it like halfway through the year?
Oh, well, I had an in-school suspension. That was the baddest I was, because I skipped school to go hang out at a friend's place. That's and then we got busted because the teacher put 2 and 2 together. Was like, I know this guy and this girl are, you know, getting along very well.
Yeah.
And they just happened to be missing my class. And she was an old teacher, right? So she picked up what we were laying down. So I ended up having a week-long in-school suspension where I had to go sit in, like, I think it was like a grade 4 class or something while I was in grade 9 or 8. So I was sitting there. Yeah. So I was sitting there and I had nothing to do. So I was playing with little finger tech decks. I was just skateboarding on my desk. All these kids loved it. They wanted to use my skateboard. They thought it was so cool. They're like, man, you're so good at that. I'm like, yeah, I've been practicing.
So you're the real Billy Madison.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Back to school. Yeah, that was really my only run in with trouble as a youth. I was a pretty good child. Eh?
Wow.
Can you say the same?
I was 50-50.
50% in school, 50% suspended.
No, good. Between good and bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right down the middle. That's good.
My quickest was first day of school, first hour.
Come on.
Grade 7 or grade 8? Grade 8, I think. I got in a fight with a kid that him and I just we went through school from elementary up, and him and I never seen eye to eye, and we got in a scrap first day of school. I punched him right in the throat, and they got suspended for a week.
And that's the equivalent of like at the beginning of a hockey game. At the first face-off, they drop the puck and it's a fight already.
It was an all-out brawl.
Kendall, that is hilarious. Man, it's so funny. We talked about that just before he jumped on the show. I'm like, hey, nice shirt, man. He's like, yeah, nice hat.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, man. Great minds think alike.
Hey, brothers.
That's right.
And hit the screen, but brothers. If I didn't get in a fight once a school year, then it wasn't a school year.
And what do you think your record was?
0-34.
You kept going back for more?
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah. I know that I seem like I'm a really easygoing guy, but going through school, let's get real for a moment.
Let's do it.
I had a temper. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you.
It bit me in the ass quite a few times.
Oof.
Yeah. And the thing was, there's one kid that him and I every year we had to get into a scrap or it wasn't a school year.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think I might have won one fight.
Hey, that's all you need, man.
I don't know. I won the one that I punched a kid in the throat, but I know I won that one. But I had it really bad. If I was in the MMA, I wouldn't be in the MMA anymore.
No. You'd be that guy that everybody used to like springboard themselves up a little bit more. Yeah.
Hi, I'm the jobber. I'm the guy that's gonna push you along.
I've gotten very few fights in my life, and never have I like squared off with the guy. We were in Kelowna. It was for my birthday, and me and a girlfriend at the time went out for dinner with another couple friends that we knew, and they were Flames fans. Okay, so just to put this in perspective, we're in Kelowna, Canuck territory. Okay, so we're out for dinner. Just a nice pub, nice little sports pub. You know, and in walks these 5 big juice monkeys and this one little girl. And they were all wearing Canucks jerseys. So the Flames fans proceed to start chirping the Canucks fans. This was before the game. And so now, first period, the Flames fans, our friends, send over a prairie fire and say, yep, that's how we do, baby. That's how we do. And just keep fucking chirping. So then at the end of the game, and it like still like just back and forth, there's just been chirping going on. So then my girlfriend at the time went to the bathroom. We're paying the bills, the other 3 of us. Well, now the Calgary Flames girl and the Canucks girl get face to face. The Canucks girl spit in the Calgary Flames face. So then the Calgary girl pushed the Canucks girl, and then the guys got involved. The next thing you know, the Calgary Flames guy is in the corner and getting pounded on by these 4 or 5 big guys. And I'm standing there looking at this tiny little bartender. It's only us in the whole bar. So I looked at the little bartender. She looks at me. She's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, fuck. So I had to get in there. I had to do something, right? Not just going to stand there and watch my buddy get beat. So I pulled off one guy, pulled off another guy. Well, now they're both behind me, and they got me on the ground and started kicking the shit out of me. There's tables and glasses and chairs and shit broken everywhere. It was a mess. But that was my one big fight.
My oh my.
Yeah, I know. I look like quite a fighter, though, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You look like you could. Yeah, no. That goes for both of us. Doesn't matter how much we want to look like redneck hillbillies. No.
Yeah. Yeah, we look like the type of guys that just blow shit up, right? Rather than fight guys.
Hi, my name's Dwayne. I talk a big game.
Yeah, they don't call me Timid Colton for nothing.
Nope.
No, really, my spirit animal is a Care Bear. So
mine's Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin. What's a Teddy Ruxpin?
I keep forgetting how old you are.
I'm just a kid and nobody likes me.
You Google Teddy Ruxpin.
I will.
Teddy Ruxpin is before the Care Bears.
I'm doing it right now.
Make sure there's nobody standing over your shoulder watching.
Oh, Ruxpin. Oh, he's a cartoon. Oh, The Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin is an animatronic children's toy in the form of a talking.
He was a Ted Bear before Ted.
Iliop?
Yeah.
What is an Iliop?
I have no idea. Don't ask me big words.
Oh, yeah. English class, sir.
Exactly. You told me you don't have to do school, so I'm not into it.
Oh, okay. 1985 to present. So apparently you can still buy these things.
Oh, yeah.
1985.
He was more popular than I'm bullshitting here, but the movie Ted is based off of Teddy Ruxpin.
Ah, look at me learning things.
I'm just blowing smoke up my ass.
I'm learning. I'm reading here that it was a combination of many unique influences from Disney to Chuck E. Cheese. It came out in the 1985 and became the best-selling toy in the mid-'80s. Yes. Also leading to a cartoon show.
Yes.
So the bear came before the show.
Yes.
Hey, that's funny because I became a Care Bear before we did the show. The bear comes before the show.
I became Barney.
You did?
Yep. You should see me when I'm in purple.
That's usually about the end of August.
What's that?
Usually about the end of August.
Yep. Barney the dinosaur. That's who I am. That's what I'm about.
Cool, man. Well,
on that note, seems like an odd place to end, but hey,
just bear with me.
Yeah, just bear with me. Just saying. I have the bare necessities, but just bear with me for a moment.
Oh, man. Well, so you got some big summer plans? Lots of camping, lots of golfing?
Yeah, lots of camping, lots of golfing, a lot of work. That's my plan for the summer.
That's awesome.
And
because next week, before all that summer stuff gets going, we're going to do a little season finale, eh?
Yeah.
Beauty.
When are we planning that?
When are we planning the season finale?
Yeah.
That's just next Saturday, right?
Oh, it is it?
I thought we were discussing that, or no? Am I out to lunch?
Let me just double check the date.
The 24th?
Yes, you are correct, because I am not here the following weekend.
Beautiful.
I am in southern Alberta.
Well, hopefully Mr. D. Wayne or Mr. Hafner.
I'm right here.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Hi.
Hopefully Mr. Hafner can get off his pain meds and join us for one last little hoorah before we all dip off into the sun.
What we should do is put up to our fans, our people who watch, come up with questions for us and we will answer them.
Ooh. I like it a lot.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Look at you knocking out the Jim Carrey quotes. I gotcha. I win.
It's like a comedy session. It's not funny because there's dead air.
Or did you say dead hair? No, I think that's all covered with your hat.
Whoa.
Oh! Whoa. Shots fired.
Whoa. I think the dead air is what's grown behind Gerald's ears. Even though he's not here, you got to give him one shot before, so he feels loved.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, he was trying to say something here, but I think his fingers are sleeping.
Dwayne. Okay.
Thanks for Loopy, Coach.
Yep. Thanks, Loopy.
Oh, man. Cool. Well, yeah, everybody come up with some questions for us for next episode, because it is going to be the season finale before we head off into the sunset and enjoy beautiful summertime with some beers and some golfing and some camping and kayaking and biking and walking and hiking and talking. Ooh.
Talking and drinking and talking and drinking and joking and laughing and talking and drinking and falling down and getting up and falling again and getting up and throwing another log on the fire and throwing some gasoline on that fire and, all that kind of stuff.
Well, see, and all of that leads to excellent stories that we can bring to you next year.
Exactly. And another summer of playoff hockey.
Man, I'm so excited to watch some playoff hockey in my garage because it's so cool in there. It's insulated now, so all the cool is just soaked into that concrete pad, and it's the coolest place in the house. So just sitting in the garage, in the nice cold garage, watching some hockey.
You shouldn't say that too loud because your room there where you're sitting is going to get a little jealous.
My room? Oh, this room, yeah. I'm really not concerned about upsetting my room. So fuck you, room.
Oh, karma.
Oh, I take it back. I love it.
It's going to come on. So I said that, and the ceiling fell on my head.
My sound panels just start falling off.
I got poked in the eye by a piece of foam.
Oh, man. Yeah, but that's going to be sweet. Well, and we should definitely have another – we got to figure out a little golf tournament action for us too, eh?
Yep.
We got to get that going. And we'll make some release some videos and some clips and stuff throughout the summer. And
so nobody forgets us.
Yeah, so you don't forget our shining faces and the impressive achievements that we've scored throughout the year.
Don't worry. You'll never forget this face.
And on that note, have a good night, folks.
Later.